Well, hey y'all, how to do from Tulsa, Oklahoma. This old Pipe Pappy. We got another day of about 14 degrees and dadgum snow out there, so I've got all my chores done and got everything I need to do, and thought I'd just relax this afternoon, do a pipe or two, and do some VR videos. This might be the first of a few today, but anyway, I'm smoking a small bowled Mr. Brog, one of them imported cheapies, but it smokes pretty good. It smokes okay. And I'm smoking some Penzance in it. Now, Pipeman Mick asked us if we would tell him our favorite 3 albums. And that's going to be very difficult for me. I own a lot of, I wouldn't call it antique, say vintage. A lot of vintage audiophile equipment. I've got a bunch of stereo equipment that I've collected down through the years. And, when I was a kid in high school, I had a pair of Bose speakers hooked up to a Marantz. It'd rattle. My mama, she'd say, "Turn the dad blame thing down." I mean, I'd rattle the dishes and the counter. I always had a struggle going on with the peeps about my music. They always turn that down. Riding in the car, my kids, turn that down. My wife, turn it down. I like loud music. I'm sorry. That's the way I like it. So. But anyway, I've got a lot. This has been going on since I was probably about 11 or 12, buying records. And I can remember a time when I was in college. When I lived in Austin and went to UT, I'd go down and they had a cool record shop called Inner Sanctum Records. And I remember one day, that's what I'd do. I'd go spend my money on records. And I'd have like 20 or 30 records at any given time in the cello, not even opened. I was addicted to buying records. To this day, I don't know. I've lost count. I tried putting them on. I got about 2,000 or 3,000 on a video, or not a video, a piece of software, track them, but I gave up on that. I've probably got in the neighborhood of between 6,000 to 7,000 records to be my best guess. I like all kind of music. I don't get rap. I don't understand that, but I like classical music. I like classic rock. Love jazz and the blues. I mean, those and some of those records are the hardest records in the world to get. I've probably got 200 to 300 jazz records. Now I couldn't go out and buy them. I mean, they're so dadgum. Some of these records are $200, $300, $400, $500 a piece, and of course they weren't back in the day when I bought them. I've got them all sleeved right and protected, and anyway, suffice it to say, to pick one record or 3 records is almost impossible for me. I've been to hundreds of concerts, more than that. I've had the pleasure of meeting a lot of musicians, and music is a subjective thing. It's great for some people and so good for others, but the real trick to it is, I heard somebody say one time, I went at an interview or something, and a person was asked, "What's your favorite Beatles song?" And they said, "The last one I heard." I got it. I got it right away. I get that. It's the last one you heard. I mean, it's just nothing but great song after great song after great song. Same thing for albums for me. I don't know. I've got hundreds of albums I love. And to say I have one favorite album, I couldn't do it. I can't even do this 3 album deal, but I'm going to try to keep this short, and here goes. I'm going to give 2 honorable mentions before I give what would be my top 3 as of February 6, 2014. Now, it could be different tomorrow, but this is where I'm at today. On my 2 honorable mentions, I'd say Eat a Peach by the Allman Brothers. Love that album. It's got Melissa, the one with Melissa on it. And, they were just. It's between them and Leonard Skinner for my favorite all-time Southern rock band. Of course, Marshall Tucker and Charlie Daniels were in there, and Grinder Switch and Elvin Bishop, and on and on and on and on. So, but we'll say Eat a Peach. And another honorable honorable mention would be Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark. It's the one that had helped me on it. Actually, when I might not have been a teenager yet. I won that one on the radio in Houston. One of them be the 10th caller and you win this record. Never forget if it was off KAUM 96.5, Houston, Texas. I'm having a hard time with this. So my top 3, those would be my honorable mentions. The Allman Brothers, Eat a Peach, and Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark. My top 3 in no particular order would be the Grateful Dead, Europe 72. Big Gatefold, I love that record. Live concert, basically from their European tour in 1972. They weren't as slicked up as they were years later, and they weren't as raw as they were in the 60s, so kind of midstream there, Grateful Dead. But I'd say that one, Europe 72. I would be remiss if I didn't put a Beatles album in there. I don't know. There's so many great Beatles albums, all of them, But I'd say Abbey Road right now. If I was to pull one out to listen right now, it'd be Abbey Road. And then it's not number 1, but it's one of my top 3. As I said, in no particular order, would be a jazz record by Dave Brubeck Quintet called Take 5. If you're into jazz and you haven't heard that record, you're probably not into jazz, but if you want a great jazz record to listen to, I would highly recommend you listening to that one. Yeah, I'd say Take 5, Grateful Dead, Europe 72, and the Beatles, Abbey Road would be my answer. So there you go, Mick. We appreciate the contest. Good luck on it. And I know you rebooted it. There you go. And congratulations on the 100 subs. And I'm sure there's many more to come. And keep pumping them videos out, and we'll keep watching them. So until I come back on here, I'm going to say adios, y'all. See you on Flip Flop. God bless you. We'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.